Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Austin meets someone who seems to know his family, and Kevin and Laura change their travel plans without Valentine. Jordan updates Laura about Curtis' status over the phone while they speak in a Chechen hotel room. Although she regrets leaving her with so much to deal with, she is confident in her ability to handle it. When Valentine gets there, he asks Laura when they're going to the airport. She says Kevin won't be traveling with her and her because they are leaving in an hour. Valentine is informed by Laura that she and Kevin have decided to carry on as a duo. Laura explains to Kevin that she had just told Valentine the news as he entered the room. Kevin informs Valentine that they really don't need him because Nicholas isn't here and Valentine is merely there to assist them with their language difficulties. Valentine believes that Kevin's hate of him is less significant than Laura's safety. Kevin wouldn't risk Laura's life to settle a score. He was shot, but Valentine wouldn't call it a grievance. Kevin has moved past it, and despite the fact that he might not like him, he values his assistance. Valentine continues to believe Kevin hates him even after Kevin leaves them to discuss. Laura doesn't think so because Kevin is aware of her growing affection for him. Although Kevin is a fine man and he cares about Laura as well, he believes he can protect her more effectively. She requests that he check on Spencer and states that Charlotte needs him. He doesn't think Spencer will enjoy that. She also understands that Anna needs him, that he is already aware of the gunshot at the pool, and that Curtis was probably not the intended victim. Tracy queries Olivia in the Quartermain kitchen as to the arrival of Eddie. Olivia explains that Dante brought him here after finding him last night while out drinking. Tracy says she needs to deal with reality today and will allow Olivia to handle the fantasy, even though she needs her assistance. More, Lucas and Brad reconciled. Leo enters the room after Tracy has left and informs his mother that he saw Eddie snoring while he was sleeping. He queries his father's return date. Olivia expresses her want to know. When Eddie enters, he says, "Oh, that's where I am." When Eddie inquires about how he got here, Olivia replies that Dante picked him up intoxicated in a pub and brought him home. She claims that she informed Sonny, and he is sending his belongings over. That is a subtle indication, according to Eddie. He declines Olivia's offer to make him some eggs because the mere notion of eating makes him queasy. Leo is instructed by Olivia to get him an ice pack. When by herself, Olivia believes he realized he was much too old for this when he looked in the mirror this morning. She forewarns him that if he continues in this manner, he will have a stroke. Eddie claims that her nagging is the only thing that can cause him to have a stroke. And he finds it hard to believe that the man she claims he was married to is such a fussy shrew. He bolts outside. Leo asks where Eddie is after coming back with the cold pack. Olivia comments that she hopes he slept his headache away. He sees her sadness. She laments the loss of his father and queries him over Eddie. Leo thinks he's humorous, and Eddie believes he's intelligent. When Eddie discovers Leo reading by himself later, he asks where his mother is. Leo inquires as to why he had to upset his mother and is informed that she is putting the ice pack away. When Olivia returns, Eddie starts consuming liquids. If her offer of breakfast is still good, Eddie says he would appreciate some. According to Leo, his mother prepares the best frittatas. Olivia beams. Brooke Lynn phones Chase at the deception office hoping to meet up for lunch, but he claims he's stuck at GH. She warns him to exercise caution. Maxie walks in while she's reading about the hospital murder and comments that being associated with a cop is never easier. The topic is changed by Brooke Lynn to the bundle of papers Maxie is carrying. Maxie reveals that she is attempting to persuade the shopkeepers on their list not to discard all of their goods because the face of deception has turned murderous. Neither person thinks Sasha was acting rationally when she attacked Cody. Maxie claims that all the major department stores have shifted their merchandise to the lower shelf. More. General Hospital anniversary is abruptly informed by Tracy that they must speak. Brooklyn claims to be busy, but Tracy needs to meet with her someplace where her father won't interfere. Tracy goes on a tirade about how Eddie is driving Olivia nuts and giving Leo trouble. Maxie responds that Tracy should leave them and go get coffee when she asks what she thinks about everything. Tracy asks Brooklyn what she has for her on the Deceptor and remarks that she didn't think Maxie would ever depart. Brooklyn claims that she has shared everything she knows and that the Deceptor is the only thing keeping the business afloat after Sasha's breakdown. She won't put their one successful product at jeopardy to aid her, just as she wouldn't do it for her friends. When it comes to business, Tracy claims there are no friends, and she is to get all the information she can about the Deceptor. Austin takes Cyrus' file from the nurse's station at the hospital while sporting a troubled expression. Chase shows up and needs to question him. He asks Austin if he recognizes the man after showing him a picture of Gordon's body hidden behind a trash can. Gordon later met Austin at the Port Charles Grill and was upset about his cost, according to Austin, who says he treated him at the ER. Sunny, Ava, and Nina were witnesses, he tells him. Chase asks Austin if he recognizes Dex after showing him a picture of the man. Austin is contacted about a patient but refuses to. When Chase notices Austin carrying Cyrus' folder, he warns him to keep an eye on his back. Cyrus asks where their sister is when Martin visits her. Martin tells her that she is in Europe. Cyrus hopes she is enjoying her trip. He tells his brother to give all of his money away and says he's been given a second opportunity and a message. Cyrus describes his journey to the light and how the love of their sister and their entire family, together with Drew Kane's assistance, brought him back. He is now aware of the steps he must take to serve the Lord. Martin is given full control of the trust and told to utilize the funds to start a rehabilitation program at Pentonville, which is in need of one. He thinks it will assist the prisoners in acquiring the skills they will require once they are released. Martin worries if his heart attack was caused by a head injury. Cyrus considers this to be his life's purpose. Austin arrives after Martin has departed to check on Cyrus. Cyrus grips Austin's wrist while gushing about getting a second chance. He tells Austin that the man in front of him breached every rule, but that he now serves a different function. Austin hopes he takes advantage of his second opportunity and backs off. Cyrus wishes Austin and his family God's protection and blessings as he turns to depart. Austin seems distressed. Martin makes a call to Laura in the hallway to inform her of Cyrus' request that he give away all of his money. She regrets having let him handle this on his own. Valentin has departed from Chechnya and Kevin enters the hotel room. When he finds that Valentin is returning to Port Charles, he says he is relieved that he is no longer there. He is aware that Valentin is better equipped to defend her in such situations. She claims that where they are going, she doesn't require protection. Kevin is concerned because Cassadine Island is associated with many of her traumas. She claims that if Nicholas is hiding somewhere, Helena and the others' bodies may be there. Who placed book on General Hospital conducting a phone conversation in his workplace. He claims that the reason the man was shot twice in his territory was to plainly send him a message, and as a result, he is giving them a message. One of his men arrives and checks that the task has been completed and the item is in the trunk. Sunny decides that a delivery should be made. Sam approaches Carly at Kelly's and inquires about Drew's condition. She says that although she attempted to bring Scout to see him, they said there had been an incident. Carly reassures Scout that he is fine and to not worry about him. Sam is aware that she must be struggling because her relationship with Drew was just beginning, and now she is being forced to part ways with him. Carly pauses in mid-sentence and says, "It's hard being away from the person I love." They exchange looks as Sunny walks in. Sunny speaks with Sam while Carly answers a call and expresses his joy for her and Dante. He confirms that Rocco feels the same way about her. Sam eventually leaves, and Sunny talks to Carly in the interim. He says she seems to be doing well, And Carly believes that if business continues to be good, she might not even need to sell the house. She queries his presence. She cannot refuse the offer he is about to make to her. His man enters with a huge bag, carrying her a fresh supply of Corinthos coffee. Carly shifts the conversation to Ava's overnight visit and Avery's spontaneous, but she senses something is off with this new babysitter. Sunny acknowledges that Betty takes some getting used to, but he manages. Chase enters and says he needs to speak with Sunny as they talk about Betty. When they leave the building, Chase needs to ask him about the incident outside GH. He inquires about Dex, a Sunny employee who discovered the body. Since all of this material is public knowledge, Sunny queries whether Chase has any genuine questions. Chase is curious about Dex's visit to the hospital. Sunny advises him to ask Dex that question. Chase inquires about his thoughts about the murder victim's approach to Austin and him the day before. Sunny advises him to speak with his attorney if he has any other queries. Maxie visits Carly to place an order for interns at the deception. Carly hopes that Nina won't take offense to her going to the Metro Court for lunch as she always does. Carly now questions how she knew she was in charge of Kelly's. Maxie acknowledges that Nina told her. Maxie denies being sent by Nina when Carly asks if she was. She warns Carly not to lose her mind, but Carly responds that she is embracing inner calm and zen and won't allow anyone affect her. She is adamant about demonstrating to everyone that she is self-sufficient. Maxie has faith in her and feels she can improve Kelly's farther than it already is. Carly promises she will, but that is only the beginning. Sunny comes back as Maxie departs. When Sunny asks if she's seen Drew, she replies that she has and that everything is okay. Sunny chooses to leave her hair alone. Carly receives a call from Sam after he departs. Sam claims to have just called the prison and been informed that because Drew is being held in solitary confinement, victors would not be distributed until further notice. Thanks for watching if you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.